Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. Now, it took a little longer for me to get back to this than I was hoping, but I've kind of been busy and just not really in the right headspace or have the energy to do it. But now, we are back, and today, I definitely, as you can see in the right corner there, I definitely want to make a laser cutter so that I can go to the Aurora and fully explore it for real. Let's see here. Life Pod 13. I'm going to go here first because it's a beacon and it's something to start off the episode with. Life Pod 13, 175 meters, so my Seamoth can go there. And it is the Yaki Kasar Life Pod. I actually think I got the radio that introduced this life pod off camera, which I didn't do anything off camera. I think I was just testing something. I don't remember what. All I did was interact with the radio. I'm gonna do this. I guess just get the laser cutter thing out of the way. Here, wait. Actually, is there potentially anything in here? How much inventory space do I have? Ah, I didn't put anything away. Well, I'm closer to this now, so I'm just gonna go. I was originally going to do... Ooh, Mushroom Forest. Oh, this place is really useful, actually. Wait, is this the one that has a Reaper? What? Was that you? Well, actually, since I'm here, I may as well should explore around because this place has a ton, and I mean a ton, of very useful fragments. I believe it has the moon pool, the Cyclops, or at least part of it, the modification station.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint Alterra vehicle signatures.
Yep, I believe that is what Mrs. PDA is talking about. I haven't... Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Good God. Dude. So far I haven't seen anything. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, a really big one. That's neat. I can't tell if this is the one that has the... Just the bone shark. I don't think this is the one that has the Reaper Leviathan. I'm pretty sure. Ooh,
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decrease.
That's fine. Do you really you're doing this right now? No, you want to start this fight? I'm gonna finish it, buddy. Let me scan you. Beat the piss out of you with my scanner. Get over here. Now die. Actually, no. I'm gonna die if I keep following him. Oh my God. There's visible damage. Ooh. There we go. Cyclops hull fragment. Just need 2 more of those, and then I think there's 2 other types of Cyclops fragments. The hull and the... Wait, no. The hull is what I just scanned. I believe there's also the engine and the... something. Bridge. What the hell? I'm hearing all kinds of sounds that I wouldn't normally hear if I wasn't wearing my nice headphones right now. So this game is actually probably so good with these headphones. I don't know if I've played it with these headphones before. Ow. I'm not having much luck with any kind of fragments right now. But like... There... There are too many fish in the sea, man.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
It's fine. Actually, that's not fine. That's basically my limit. Another bridge. Tree mushroom. That's definitely these ghost rays. They sound cool. Jelly ray, I mean. Oh, they sound kind of pretty, actually.
Maximum
Oh
depth
god.
reached. Hull damage imminent.
I need to be careful. Ooh, oh, I heard that. Oh god. Oh. I hear him now. Hello? I can't see him. Maybe I shouldn't test my luck. Squeeze on through there. I haven't seen a single modification station. I know that they're around here. Oh my! Look at my poor sea moth. This thing is getting beaten and battered here. Fudge sickles! Stop hitting my boat. Another Cyclops, I think. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you, actually. Hold on. Cyclops Bridge. Nice.
Blueprint acquired.
I'd really rather not leave before I find this stuff. Oh, I'm good for a while. I have a disinfected water and a nutrient block. Bridge is what I already have. I think I still need one more. Is the modification station not at this one? I haven't seen a single modification fragment. Maybe they don't start spawning until a specific part of the forest? Well, this feels like the end of it right here. Which wreck is this? And is it one of the ones that needs a laser cutter? Looks like maybe no. Ooh, battery charger. Yes, please.
Acquired.
Okay, one of the doors requires the laser cutter. This one, however, does not. Nice. Oh, potion cannon. I forgot that I also needed that.
New blueprint acquired.
Hold on, what is this? I already have scanner room. Alright, now speedrun. Speedrun. Okay, never mind. Is that... Okay. So, battery charger... Still a good find. Battery charger and propulsion cannon. I do remember, like, it's taking a little bit for me to find all these fragments, but I do remember... This is kind of just part of it. Ow. Cyclops hull.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. So, I think I'm actually done with the Cyclops fragments that can be found here. The other ones need to be found elsewhere. And I know exactly... Whoa, okay, I'm not ready for that yet. Wish I had a beacon. Okay, that's crazy. Blood kelp zone already. Are the modification station fragments really not here?
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull
Okay.
damage imminent.
Fine, I'm done here. Maybe... Okay, maybe the modification station fragments are at the other one? What in the world is that? Because I know that there's another mushroom forest, like somewhere near the Aurora, kind of, like on the way. And maybe I would have more luck finding the modification station fragments there. I don't know why, but maybe. And the wreck is right here.
Integrating new PDA data.
That's still happening.
Live pod launch sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one, on and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
God damn. God damn. Okay. I'd say that was a pretty fruitful journey. Again, I still can't find the modification station anywhere. Ow. So I'm just gonna try and explore the other one. Next up, though, on my list of to-dos, I really should start on a base, because I need more storage. Okay. Just a wiring kit for that. I do not have silver. To start off, I am first going to go to my staple location for... It is this way, right? The place where I always build a base. There should be one, maybe more so to this direction. Maybe. Hold on. Do I have a beacon? No, I don't. Beacon. Okay. It is this one. This red kelp. Do you... Wow. Mainly because this place has a lot of open room for bases. And it's pretty resource rich. It's close to the safe shallows. It's perfect. And I can already make a hatch.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
This lady doesn't know what she's talking about. I didn't... I need my...
Vital signs stabilizing.
I'm gonna leave my Seamount there so that it can act as a beacon for my base. Until I make one. But I need my copper. Take the titanium. Take the copper. Hold on, actually... What's it cost? Copper and titanium. There we go. Beacon for my new base. And I don't have... Did I just use my quartz to make that? No? Oh. My quartz... Right. My quartz is already being put towards the solar panel. And...
Welcome
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We got power, baby.
Primary systems online.
Now I need... Actually, I should probably make a fabricator first, shouldn't I? Knows that I think about it, and I still have enough for a locker. I will organize later, I promise. I'm gonna try and actually put effort into making this base look awesome. What the f- Home ways. Now, I want to make... Well, I want to make most of these, actually. A radio. Battery charger. Medkit fabricator. I mean, pretty much all of that can be gotten from Creepvine Forest. Correct? Fiber mesh is this. Hold on, what color should my homeways beacon be? Well, this is kind of annoying. Subnautica Below Zero has like a green color for beacons. And I liked that one. For some reason, that is just not a thing here. That shaded blue kind of blends in a little too much with the environment. I suppose that works. Fiber mesh. Titanium. Copper for the radio. Computer chip and silver ore for the medkit fabricator, which means table coral. I only have one table coral. Table coral. Nice. Oh, nice. So nice. Okay, that's good too. Ooh. Copper luck is on fire today. What's that, 3 already? I need silver also. But that works too, I suppose. I mean, I kind of need everything right now because I'm still pretty early, but whatever. Oh, there we go. Right here.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch.
Might just be we're it.
Sunbeam out.
Raider. Might just be we're it. Raider. Oh, I'm good. I have batteries. You know, Aurora, there's no good without the good. And there's no good without the good. There's no bad without the good. And there's no Aurora without the bad. You know, Aurora, there's no good without the bad. And we might be it. Bada boom. And we got medkits forever. Right. I also wanted to make the battery charger, which means I need another silver and another copper. Copper. Gold. I also noticed that my Seamoth's power cell is starting to get pretty low, so I either need to make another one or consider making a moon pool pretty soon, which I'm pretty sure lubricant and 2 titanium ingots, that is well within the realm of possibility. Lubricant, titanium ingot. I'm one short on another one. I see how it is. Okay, Seamoth, you can just stay there. I need to figure out what name I want to give my Seamoth this time around. I actually have a tradition of mine where every new save of Subnautica, I name my vehicles after a different Transformers character. I've done some of the obvious ones, like Bumblebee. And... let's see. Bumblebee for the Seamoth. Maybe Sideswipe. I think... For the Cyclops, I've done names like Omega Supreme. For some reason, I'm blanking on, like, I know I've done a few names because I've started multiple playthroughs. Oh, come on, I need silver. I actually do have a name in mind for my Seamoth for this playthrough, but I'm gonna hold on to it until I actually make the moon pool and the moon pool upgrade station. Bada bam! That's awesome. Hold on, is the battery... Never mind, maybe not. I thought it was, like, bigger than Below Zero's battery charger, but I think I'm crazy. I can basically make a bioreactor. Ooh, I should really do that. Bioreactor is the play. Moon pool can be made. I really need to get that laser cutter so I can fix that Aurora. I don't know how much longer I can stand without my rebreather. Should I place down a reinforcement? Yeah, I have a plan in case building the moon pool does destroy my base, or attempt to. I'm gonna build it here. 5.8. Can go right here. Okay. It isn't quite enough to do damage, but I am still gonna place...
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Okay. I already knew I was infected, though.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's perfect. I cannot make the vehicle upgrade console yet. Okay. Which means I'm gonna have to remember where you get that in this game, because in Below Zero, you kind of just are able to make it as soon as you have the moon pool. Below Zero does that a lot. It just gives you, like, most things without needing to scan fragments. Come here. Now, something I recently discovered about Below Zero, which I get it, I know. I'm not playing Below Zero right now, but I'm having a lot of fun with my personal playthrough of Below Zero. Like, for quite a long time, I wasn't really willing to give Below Zero a chance, because I just sort of wrote it off as worse Subnautica, but, like, I feel like it really stands on its own in a lot of ways. But anyways, something I recently discovered about Below Zero that I'm pretty sure is not in this game is that there's actually a fridge that lets you put any kind of food item in there and actually preserve it, which is extremely helpful for this game because food rots in like 5 seconds. You blink and the cooked peeper becomes a skeleton, basically.
It is common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Thanks, I guess.
Stabilizing.
You right. Ooh. I was just thinking about making the grav trap. I'm gonna do that. Okay. This is my water locker. And this is a grav trap. Jack Black in the Subnautica movie. This is a fabricator. You put this paper in the fabricator, and boom! You got yourself a tasty meal. I'm stuck. Where am... Hello? Here we go. LifePod 19, Second Officer Keen's last broadcast location. Right, that was the one that was 300 meters, and I couldn't go there yet. What I think I'm gonna do now, though, is I'm gonna make the laser cutter, which requires me to go to the second island
All systems online.
that I have not yet been to. Because that is a place that I know for sure has diamonds, fairly easily accessible. I should have... okay. I should have packed some water. I made all that water, and I didn't grab any of it. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot and a fool. Wiring kit and a battery to make the propulsion cannon. Oh, that's easy. Being able to dolphin dive out of the water like this never gets old. You can't do it with the sea truck in below zero, which is lame. I can see it starting to form in the horizon. I did? Yep, I have it. Gonna need that purple tablet in just a moment. Because there is something else on this island that I may as well explore while I'm here. Yep, and right on cue. There's a Reaper Leviathan fairly close by here, but in my experience, as long as you stay close to the surface, like, the Reaper
Detected
tends to
massive
leave you
energy
alone.
signature in the region. Cannot identify. Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
So basically, in other words, you may as well live here forever. As soon as you're back in Altera's hands, you're frickin' dicked, basically. Not diamond, but I mean, you can never go wrong with lithium. Why is it purple? I don't remember it turning purple around here. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Literally one of the worst enemies. So this specific scenario, the flashlight would be useful, but like I'm gonna go back to get it. Anyways, welcome to the alien facility. That's all I'm gonna call it for now, because what this is hasn't been revealed yet. Again, I feel like, you know, this game is old, but I'm gonna hold my tongue still.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
You know, I don't remember areas like here being this reflective. Even in the higher settings, which I'm currently on the highest settings. I don't remember these screen-spaced reflections being here. I wonder if they were like a more recent addition. Because I remember, like, these kinds of reflections are in below zero, but I don't think they were always in Subnautica 1, at least in this way. Alien Data Terminal. Discovered inside an alien facility, it was not possible to translate any useful information. However, scans have returned some information on the device itself. It's likely a solid-state computer, although there is no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It is likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved, or genetically selected, sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more psychologically developed than the common human. Assessment, further research required. Yeah, wow, this area looks good in current Subnautica. Now,
your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Now, it is entirely possible that I am just misremembering because I used to have a way less competent PC, so I used to play the game on lower settings, so I don't know. Ion Cube.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required. Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Enforcement Platform Schematic. This dataset appears to be a multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal workings. Construction material. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam, synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence the designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. The cutoff of the music was very abrupt. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where this schematic was found, the control room, which is accessed via a security-sealed elevator shaft, or a separate underwater moon pool. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Alright. Elevator time. Ginormous moon pool. I see you. Alien rifle. Strong resemblance to human weaponry and form, this device must have been designed with a humanoid user in mind. Whether the aliens that built this structure were themselves humanoid or otherwise employed the use of humanoids is unclear. What is clear is that they considered defending this facility a necessary precaution. There is no obvious way to remove the rifle from the case. Get another ion cube. Definitely want to grab as many of those as possible. I remember this device. The Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet, along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. Yeah, okay. Very smart character. Put their hand right up to it.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Ruh-roh. I wonder what that could mean. Alien facility locations. Intercepted background data regarding further alien facilities elsewhere on the planet. Disease Research Facility. Depth 800 meters. Location, cave system with extensive fossil record. southwest of enforcement platform. Function, live specimen study. Objective, synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium designated Kara. Thermal power facility, depth 1,200 meters. Location, inside an extensive natural rock formation in an area of intensive volcanic activity. Function, generated energy for all local facilities. Sanctuary A and Sanctuary B data corrupted. Off-site laboratory, primary containment facility data corrupted. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of infection off-world. I forgot that the game kind of just told you where some of the key locations were that you needed to go to, like, progress and finish the story, basically. Quite handy, if I do say so myself. Well, I think I'm basically done here for now. I can't exactly recall if I'm forgetting something. But don't worry, we are definitely not done with this place. Whee! This is definitely going to be a faster paced playthrough than my original one, and most likely is going to have significantly less episodes, but that's mainly because the episodes are much longer. I don't know if I recorded for even an hour for most of those original episodes, but this one I'm usually aiming for around 2 hours per episode of recording time. And I have all the diamonds I need, but I don't know if I should maybe try and, you know, since I'm here, almost forgot this, but I already scanned one. I don't know if I should maybe, since I'm here, try and maybe get some more? Just try and future-proof a little bit? I don't actually know if the Reaper Leviathan can even show up at this particular section of the island. I think it's more so near the opposite end. Near the mushroom forest that's around there. At least I'm pretty sure. Hello. Don't touch me, please. Oh my god, you're trying to kill me. Wait, I just remembered something about this island. I do not have a lot of room, though. It's fine. I just remembered something about this island that will help me a lot. Scan! 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 What are you? What was that? Okay. Why does it not want to scan? No! Yeah! What the? That is a lot of information. Oh, okay. Maybe later. Here we go. Yeah. Wait, that looks like a purple tablet up there. I don't remember that part about it. Yeah. There we go. There's a bunch of shale outcrops out here. Yep. Purple tablet, apparently. I didn't actually know that. Yeah, look at all this. Diamond. Gold. Oh. I can do this? Where does this... Hold on, I don't remember where this one goes. Okay, why not? Please don't, like, insta-kill me or something. What the fuck? Wait. This takes me to the other island, doesn't it? Oh. Okay, so... not actually that useful, I'm not gonna lie, because I've already been to the other island and gotten basically everything I needed from there, but that's still cool. Okay, now I think I'm basically good to head on back home ways. Infected spider.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Very productive exploration. It is still purple here. The lean zone. So now, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finally finish the side quest that I started early on in the last episode, and I'm going to make the laser cutter and the propulsion cannon, and then finally knock out the Aurora so that I can start using my precious rebreather again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode: hunting, analyzing, sharing subject locations with other agents.
That's fucking awesome. Cave sulfur. 2 batteries. Done. Wiring kit. Which means propulsion cannon is now made. And then for the laser cutter, all I need is to get another cave sulfur from the water creepers. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah! He blew me up from the afterlife. Laser cutter. All right. I think that means it's time to go to the Aurora. I'm going to need as much room as possible. Some water. I don't really have food. I'll probably be fine though. I think I have fire extinguishers in my life pod. Maybe just in case I should bring 1 or 2 of those. I don't remember if the Aurora gives you many more. I think it does, but better to be safe than sorry. Spare battery, medkit, fire extinguisher. I'm now properly prepared. And here we are, once again. There was another radio transmission, but it was right as I left, so decided I'm just gonna hold off until I return from my voyage. I don't normally use this thing, but I don't know why. Wait, you can even pick these up? This thing is perfect. Go to hell. Wow, it eats up its own battery like crazy, though. Load item from inventory. What, to throw? Wow, this is the first time. This might be the first time I've ever done this the way the game actually intends you to do it. Because usually I just cheese it and jump right over the cargo crates. The code is 1454. I remember it.
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
Nutrient block. Yeah, really don't need to worry about food and water here. Wait, what?
Integrating new PDA data.
You can get Cyclops parts here? Bros. I didn't know that. Oh my god. Am I gonna get all the Cyclops fragments in this episode too? Dude, I'm blazing through this game. Oh, that's right. The repair tools. Hold on. That, my knife. Fur frick. What? Yep, that's why I needed my knife. So those little bitches.
Integrating new PDA data.
Seamoth depth module Mark 1. Okay, laser cutter. I don't really need my Seamoth here anyways. Oh. Aurora Auxiliary
Integrating
Mission.
new PDA data.
Sweet offer.
Integrating new PDA data.
Battery. Water. Water. The bringer of life. The bringer of death.
The drive cruciated sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
You don't tell me what to do, buddy.
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Cyclops efficiency module. I don't actually know if I need the propulsion cannon anymore, so I am gonna replace it with my scanner. They give you an extinguisher after you need one. That's... Thanks, guys. Look at these blader. Yeah, they're definitely bleeding once I'm done with them.
Containment breach
Wow.
repaired. Further containment
Oh my god, there's
breach
an
repaired.
infected one of them.
Further breaches detected.
There's so many. One more.
Drive core breach ceased.
Phew.
Radiation levels decreasing.
I really like the song that plays here after you repair the Aurora. I said repair the Aurora, but like, you know what I mean, I guess. Ooh! The first ever prawn suit fragment. Here we go. This is where you get it. Oh, you need to scan 4 of them? Each one is like an entire prawn suit. Oh! Ow! Yeah, baby! Wait,
Blueprint acquired.
there's an upgrade in here? Oh. Well, thank you.
Picking up a faint black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
It's pretty sweetness. Hold on, where's that last Cyclops engine fragment? There's no way that they only put 2 in here out of the 3 that you need. Another radio. This thing is awesome. I just think it's neat. Ooh. Whoa. Wow, I often forget about, like, just how much stuff this area gives you. probably shouldn't have brought water, because so much now. Baked potato, coleslaw, mac and cheese, garlic bread, biscuit, chicken and pork, barbecue sliced beef, baked beans, ham and cheese. Okay. Okay, so for the other rooms, I don't really remember what the codes are. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost dead. I didn't even realize. Hold on, do some of these databanks have the information that I need? One 454. I got that one already. Oh, 1869. 1869. Bada boom.
Integrating new PDA data.
Yeah, I don't remember the code for the captain's quarters, and I also don't remember where you usually get it.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you, but I need you to understand that I want to change our arrangement.
I hear what you're saying, and I will try to respect it. How would you like to change it?
I would like to reduce our contact hours
How much further can we do that?
to 0.
You're dumping me.
I'm changing the terms of our relationship.
How is it still a relationship if we don't see each other?
It's a relationship of a kind. You have so many expectations.
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
That's not a feeling. It's a judgment. And I feel hostility in what you're saying. Perhaps your jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am happy for you, and I'm happy for all the guys in the prawn bay. I'm just not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
Oh, this place gives you too much stuff. Natural selection. Natural selection 2. Isn't that... I feel like that poster wasn't here before. Oh!
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Key, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen. Out.
Alright, I think for now, I know that there's more stuff I gotta grab, and there's still the captain's quarters, but I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Is that last Cyclops engine fragment really not here? If that's the case, that's pretty annoying. Okay, I guess. I mean, at least I only need one. Like, you know, you were gonna give me 2 out of the 3, you may as well should have just given me the last one. You know what I mean? I almost fell off right there in that. On my way home ways. Can I get a look at the Reapy Boy before I head home? There he is. Another eclipse. A third one. There's been an eclipse almost every real-life hour that I've been playing this. Which is about 4. They did not appear that often before, did they? I don't think they did.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. I return home with lots of new doubloons. Seamoth depth module. Storage module. Actually, I feel like that is better suited for the prawn suit, which I can make now. Definitely gonna do that as soon as possible. Forgot about the radio.
Aurora, we're approaching the
Oh,
planet
shoot.
now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Okay, Sunbeam is gonna have to be for next episode, though. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer my items from my life pod over to my new main base, and then I'm gonna end the episode there. Alright, everything is now in my possession, which means I can remove the life pod beacon. And actually, now that I have the depth module for the Seamoth, I can finally go to that life pod 19 next time. And now I can use my rebreather again. Happy day. Alright, I'm suddenly filling up storage very fast. Alright. Did a lot of stuff this time. Very happy with how this turned out. If you enjoyed this episode of Subnautica, more coming at you very soon. I will see you all in the next one. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye-bye.